Welcome back to our channel, guys. This is Bree and I am back in the kitchen today. Today I'm going to show you what I am going to making, and it is elderberry syrup. So this has been on my to-do list for quite a while to make, and I just I'm going to get to it right now because we are doing getting back into some activities now that we moved. We've kind of started getting plugged in, and I know that because we're now going to be around a bunch of more people more often, that the dreaded illnesses are going to be bound to happen, right? So we're gonna get prepared and we're gonna make ourselves some elderberry syrup because I love using this when we just want to boost our immune system, whether you're sick or not. Just using it as a boost to help you as you are coming in contact with other illnesses, I should say. So let me show you how easy this is to make. So I like to use my Instant Pot. This is quite an old model. It is actually kind of broken in places, but it still works. So I'm not sure if the settings are going to look the same as the newer models, but this still works. So this is the Instant Pot. I've got a recipe. This recipe I'll put down in the description. This is the one I've been using for a lot of years and it works just great. Coming over to my island here, I have all my stuff set up of what I need. So of course you're going to need some elderberries, and my elderberries I bought online. I'll also have that in the description so that you know where to get them. This is an organic elderberry, so yeah, I don't know. It works for us. I like how they sell them by the pound. Then you're gonna use raw honey. So I have raw honey here that I get from my mom and stepdad because they have their own bees. And then you're gonna need a lemon to zest and the juice of it, and then an orange to zest. And then supposed to have some like actual ginger, but I don't have that, so I'm going to use some ground ginger this time. Also, they're supposed to have a vanilla paste, but I don't, so I just use vanilla extract, and that's always worked for me. And then some cinnamon sticks. Whoa, some cinnamon sticks here, and then some filtered water. So this is Berkey water from our Berkey, and it works great. And I like to use clean waters. All right, so I've got my Instant Pot. I don't know, pot, I guess that's what it is. I have that over here, and then I'm going to add the ingredients just straight into here. And then once they're all combined, I'll put it over in my Instant Pot and set it up to do its cooking part, and then we'll let it cool. So it's been a while since I have used this recipe, so I'm going to make sure I follow the instructions, which the first thing is to add the elderberries, water, cinnamon sticks, ginger, vanilla into the Instant Pot. So we need 2 cups of elderberries, 1 cup, and 2 cups. And next I'm going to add my water, which I already have these measured out. There's 3 cups in each one of these jars, and I need 6 cups of water. And that is 6 cups. And next I'll add my cinnamon sticks. Maybe I can get them out. So next we're going to add our 2 cinnamon sticks. Those are quite large, but we'll go with it. And then instead of the piece of ginger, I'm going to use my organic ground ginger, and we'll just do like, I don't know, a teaspoon. So you can do what you want. You don't even have to put all of the different spices in. You could just do elderberry and it's fine. And then instead of vanilla paste, I'm just going to do a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And next we need a 1/2 cup of honey. So you can add more honey if you like it a little bit sweeter. So some of my kids don't like the kind of bitter taste of elderberries. So a lot of times I'll add a little bit more honey than what the recipe actually calls for. And that helps them take it down a little bit better. So I'm gonna put just a little bit more. Not quite a cup, but maybe like 2/3 a cup. We'll see how that goes. Okay. Now we need, what did it say? 1/2 a lemon zested and juiced. So I'm going to, I'm trying to think, I'll probably zest it first. Let's zest it first. So I'm just gonna do ish. I'm not really concerned about keeping it just to a half. If I do more than that, that's fine. Just a little bit more lemon. So maybe that's about half of that lemon-ish. And then I'm gonna tap it so that it all falls out because it's kind of stuck in there. Just make sure I get it all out. Gonna use my hands here. Get messy. Okay, next we need half of the juice. So we're not doing anything special here. I'm just gonna kind of use something to help me squeeze it out because I do not have a juicer. Oop, and I just got the seeds in there. Maybe you should pull the seeds out before you juice it. Whoa, it's okay. We're gonna be draining out the elderberries later. So any seeds that get inside of this mix, it will just be siphoned out. Siphoned, is that the right word? Filtered, drained, I don't know. So this doesn't look pretty. It's getting all over. But we've got about a half a lemon squeezed out into here. All right, next we need to zest a whole orange and then juice it. So back to the zester. Next we need to juice this orange. So let's give it a try like this first and then I'll see if that works. Juicing. Maybe I should get one of those little juicer things, huh? I don't know. Juicing the orange. There's one. We'll try a second. Whoa, I'm getting it all over. The second one, or second half. So it's one orange altogether. And this is a little orange, so it's not one of those great giant big ones. Just what I have. Make sure all of this zesting stuff is in here. So at this point, it is ready to go in the Instant Pot and turn on. So we're gonna set it on high pressure, on manual high pressure for 7 minutes. And I'll show you how I do that. So depending on your Instant Pot, it might have a little bit different wordage. My newer Instant Pots does not have a manual setting, but just turn it on high pressure. So make sure it's closed, turn the vent to closed to off, manual, it's on high pressure, and then I'm gonna change it to 7 minutes. And then we just walk away. 7 minutes, there it goes. Okay, at this point, while I'm waiting for the Instant Pot to do its thing, I'm going to work on cleaning up my workspace and get everything ready for the next phase. So I'm gonna get myself my strainer out and my clean jars to store the elderberry syrup in. Okay, I have everything set up, so as soon as the Instant Pot is done, I'll be ready. I have something to put my Instant Pot in. I don't have to take the pot out, but I am so that I can have a demonstration purposes. So I'm gonna put it on this hot pad. Then I have something to get the elderberries out, and then I'm going to strain it, use this little strainer. It's the one I have, and I've always used it, it works. So I'll strain it, and then we will take the strained elderberry juice and I'll put it into jars and then seal it with whatever lid that you have that fits your jars. This is one of the honey jar lids that I just reuse. They also have, I also use those plastic ones that you can use on mason jars. I just don't have any available right now. I think they're all being used or dirty or whatever, but these ones work just as well. So we're ready to go as soon as our elderberries are done. Okay, my time just beeped and I'm going to vent this and let it vent out until it unlocks. Sometimes I put a towel over it if it's putting out too much wet steam just so it doesn't get on everything, you know, like the cabinets, or may get soaked in it next to it. Ouch, a little hot. Still doing its thing. It is slowing down. It is pretty much stopped, and the little thing over here, lock, has dropped. And it looks done. I like to kind of squeeze the berries a little off to the side. Make sure it's gotten all the yummy juices out of it, all the benefits. So at this point, you can let it cool in the container into the Instant Pot, or you can go ahead and start straining it. I think I might let it cool for a minute just because it is hot, and so I don't want to burn myself. We're gonna let it cool for just a little bit, and then we're gonna start straining it. And one thing I did notice that I did wrong, because this is the thing about recording yourself doing something and not have done it in a while. I have made this recipe for years, but I forgot that you add the honey at the end, because the honey has its own good benefits, and if you heat it up too much, it can take some of those nutritional and good benefits away. So it's not going to affect the taste of it. It just kind of takes away some of the raw honey benefits, which I can remedy that by adding just a little bit more honey back to it, so I can add some of those benefits back in it. It's just gonna be sweeter because I'll be adding more honey to it, which I don't think my kids will mind. So after I strain this, once it's cooled a little bit, then I'll add back a little bit of the honey, and we'll mix it all together and then pour it in the jars. All right, we're back, and it has cooled down substantially. It is not 100% room temperature, but it is not steaming. And so I think that I'm gonna go ahead and filter it out. I like to give them a little bit of a push into the colander to see if we can get any more of those juices out of there. And then the excess there. And then keep going until it is all done. Alright, just got done putting all of the, filtering out all of the elderberries. And now I'm going to add a little bit more honey back, because this is the time you're supposed to add it. And I added it before, which isn't the end of the world. We're just going to add a little bit more in. Just doing a little bit. It'll just make it a little bit sweeter, but also give the benefits of the honey. And at this point, we're just going to put it inside of our jars. Make sure I have my ladle. I guess I could pour it in, but I'm always a little nervous of spilling it. So I start out ladling, and then I end up just pouring the rest. And that's it. We got about 1.5 quarts when it was all said and done. And this will get us started, so we can have this whenever any illness might come along, or we feel like we need a little bit of an immune boost. So that's it for today. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on the next video.